Hey there, welcome to the REI Conversion Podcast, where each episode we discuss strategies and digital tools to help you launch, automate, and scale your real estate investing business. Learn how to run your investing business remotely, find out ways to automate your business to better utilize your time, and learn what other successful investors are implementing so you can get to the next step closer to your investing goals. And I'm your host and founder of REI Conversion, Jesse Kwong. Hey, how's it going? This is Jesse here of the REI Conversion Podcast. I'm doing a solo show today for those of you are listening, and for those of you that are watching on YouTube as well. Welcome to this show. Today I'm going to be actually doing something a little bit different, and I hope to be able to make this into an ongoing series. I'm not sure. I have started a few of those sort of series and ongoing things, and but anyways, we'll see where things go. But anyways, I'm going to be highlighting today three free live chat plugins for your WordPress site. So whether you're using, REI land lists, land leads, house lists, house leads, or whatever WordPress site you're using, it doesn't matter. I'm going to be talking about three chat plugins that will easily install with your WordPress, and that's the beauty about WordPress. I've actually been a user of all three of these, some more than others. Now, keep in mind, because of the popularity and support that WordPress community gets, there are endless amounts of plugins, or you can sort of think of plugins as add-ons or features that you can install onto your site. And that goes the same with chat plugins for your site. There are a lot out there, and realistically, I have not tried them all, but I have tried some, and there are some that I do favor more than others. And I'm going to give you three options here. And again, if you're not familiar with what plugins are, they are they're sort of like downloadable apps that you can install on your WordPress site. WordPress makes plugin installations very easy, so your site can perform special functionalities. You can sort of think of it as like a smartphone, like your Android or iPhone. When you download an app, your phone now can do certain tasks or run certain services on your phone, and your phone sort of gets customized for your need, right? So if you have a weather app, your phone now can tell you the weather. Or if you have a map app, well, most of us do, now your phone becomes sort of a driving assistant for you, right? It's the same way that WordPress works, and that's the beauty, again, about WordPress. It gives you that modularity, that flexibility that you would need to do certain things, and without needing to know too much coding, you can get all this done as well on your own. And also, it is what we also do here at REI Conversion. We build actually specific plugins that work with our themes, and they help you automate and save time and grow your investing business. So now that we know what a plugin is, I want to highlight again three plugins that can work with your WordPress site to help with increasing conversion rates through live chat. We know how quickly the game of real estate works. When you get a lead in, you really have, you're under a timer at that point in time to try to get a hold of them and close on that deal. So why do visitors or leads or motivated sellers, cash buyers like it? Well, it provides them sort of that quick human touch, and that's what really is going to differentiate you from a lot of other investors or flippers or out there, because they get to understand who you are, and you sort of build that trust and rapport with them. And it also allows them to quickly clarify anything or any thoughts they may have. On a site called emarketer.com, they found that more than 60% of consumers would return to a site that offers live chat. In fact, here at REI Conversion, we use live chat tool daily, and it's a great tool. In fact, let me share my screen with you. And for those of you that are listening, you won't be able to see this, but you can see this later on YouTube as well. And you can see down here, we do have a live chat function that you can literally live chat with one of us on our team, and it comes to our phone immediately. So wherever we are able to take those live chats. Now I'll talk a little bit more about what if you're out on your personal day, or can this go with can this sort of be answered by your team members? So and I'm going to be sort of looking back and forth from the camera and my notes here, just because I've got some listed things that I want to make sure that I cover. Um, and the last thing, another thing that we really like about our live chat is that when somebody reaches out to us on our live chat, we can actually automate them and put them on our email list. So if you were um, if you're selling property, you can capture those leads and put them on your cash buyer list immediately. And I've talked endless amount of times of how important it is to start building that cash buyers list or that buyers list. So let's just jump right into it. I don't want to keep this a long episode. The first one that I'd like to talk about is Facebook. So it is very possible nowadays to add Facebook chat, as you can see on my screen here, right to your WordPress site. Because the beauty of this is everybody is on Facebook. They're familiar with it. And when you chat with them on Facebook, it goes to your messenger right away. You're already using Facebook to handle leads that kind of come in and are asking about your property. So this is another way to just sort of keep everything in one platform. It runs fast. It's quick. Now, Facebook Messenger actually has a direct plugin for WordPress. Now, it's not the best reviewed plugin from what I'm reading. So there is also another way to add that chat onto your site, and we actually have a documentation on this. It's just installing a plugin called Code Snippets. So you would essentially just go to your plugins section on your WordPress, find Code Snippets, install that plugin, and then Facebook actually gives you just a couple lines of code that you'll just copy and paste in there, and then the chat plugin will show up on the bottom right of your screen. So it's pretty awesome. It ties right into your Facebook page, and then anybody who comes on there is familiar with Facebook already. You can reach out to them on Facebook, and they'll get a hold of you through your Messenger app, which I think is great. Now, some of the cons about this, again, the pros first. It's a great solution because it keeps us on Facebook. It keeps them, it keeps the chat inside of Facebook, an environment that they're aware of already. It's easy for VAs to access this. If your VA already has access to your page, they have access to the messenger already. So, it'll all go to your VA if they're handling your chats. It keeps everything centralized and clean and neat, so you don't have different apps that you need to sort of tend to. And last of all, it's free. In fact, all of these plugins that we're going to be talking about today are completely free. So free to install. Now, the con side of things, you cannot capture email directly with this. So, because Facebook does not release that information, but you do have them as a lead on Facebook. And it is limited to only chat. So some of the other things, some of the other ones we're going to talk about, you can do a little bit more than just chat. Okay, so the next one that I'm going to show, and I'm going to pull up here, is FreshChat. This is probably one of the more popular ones out there. Again, it's a chat program that allows you, sort of a chat plugin that allows you to install on your WordPress site. They've got various different pricing plans that we're just looking here now on the screen. So they've got the Sprout plan, Blossom Garden, Estate and Forest. The free plan is probably good enough. There's a mobile app, so if you get message, it'll go to your mobile app. You can integrate with your WordPress site, which is great. And I believe you can do integration. So if somebody submitted that lead, it can go through to Zapier, and then you can bring that into your email list, whether you're doing, you're handling your list on MailerLite or ActiveCampaign, whatever it may be. You can sort of integrate with that as well. Now, if you look on the pricing plan, they offer a little bit more. You can have FAQs section on there. You can limit to business hours, so people can only contact you during certain business hours. You can have more team members on there. So there's a little bit more flexibility as you climb up on their pricing plan. But there is a free plan which sort of offers the basics. Now, some of the pros about this, it's embeddable. Again, you can put it into your WordPress. You can install it as a plugin. You can actually integrate with Facebook as well, apparently. I don't know too much about that. I haven't used that part of things. There's a mobile app, which I love, and you can have team members under the free chat plan, which is awesome for those of us that are hiring VAs. Now, the things that I don't like is obviously there's limitations to the free plan, and if you want to upgrade it, it is quite pricey. It's $15 per member per month, and it is billed yearly, so it can get pricey quite quickly. Again, and the free plan only offers the chat, which might be enough for you. So that's an option. Okay, and coming to the last one, our favorite one and the one that we use, it's called Birdseed. I love Birdseed. What it really is not just only a chat function. It sort of bakes in like different tools onto a little sort of pop-up. So we're talking about all these little pop-up bubbles that will show up on your site. So again, sort of coming back to all these plugins, they sort of show up as a little bubble on the bottom right or left of your site, and on the mobile phone too, you just hit it and it'll pop up a little chat box. You've probably seen them on other sites that you've been on. But with Birdseed, what I like is it bakes in all these other tools. So if you look on the screen here right now on REI conversion, we actually use this. So we have the option to book a call. So we have a custom link that it can go out to book a call with us if you wanted to tour. It'll come out into that. You can have a chat function, a live chat, and it's great because it'll go straight to. They also have a mobile app. You can also send messages. So if we're not around, you can actually set hours of when you can take live chat, and certain hours you can make this bubble do different things. So because we're not around. At certain times of the day, say when our team is out of the office and we're sleeping or whatever, it won't show the live chat function, but you can send us a message. We also have a knowledge base section too. But this one, they can set up a knowledge base or a documentation. Obviously, you don't need that for your site, but and we can sort of explore some of the tools here. Let's take a look. What are the 12 tools that are included? So you can actually have knowledge base, which you don't really need. You can have a call request. So you can actually, a visitor that comes to your site can request for you to call them, which is awesome. You can have a phone contact on there, a custom link launcher. So if you want to link to something else, you can, like an opt-in form on a page or whatever. Another one is testimonials. You can have testimonials on the little bubbles. One that we love a lot is our proactive box. So when you land on the site, and you obviously can tell I favor Birdseed quite a bit. You can see on my bottom right screen here, there's an embeddable video. They can just play right from this little pop-up. And actually, you can even have GIFs where you're just moving around and telling them to click down. It's pretty cool stuff. So they've got a lot of different functionalities. You can actually schedule meetings on there. You can do email capture, so you can capture your buyer. And it's got, again, contact form. You can do user review or feedback. They've got more plugins coming in, or sorry, more features that are coming in and tools that are coming in. And guess what? Under their pricing plan, this is actually completely free for everything. You are limited to one user, and there is mobile app as well. You can integrate with the free plan. It's great. Shoot us a message if you have a question. You can come to our site, use a live chat, ask us about it, or shoot us an email through our send a message function that we use with Birdseed. And you can see here right now, if you're not watching right now, there's a proactive pop-up from Birdseed. They call it the proactive pop-up. It just pops up automatically, and you can see a girl sort of waving to get the attention. I love this. This is great. So if you've got a motivated seller website, like the REI land leads or REI house leads, you can tell them to, hey, submit your property or whatever it might be. You can leave a message on that video as well, so of you talking. And then same with your selling site. You could tell them immediately, hey, enter in your email and contact right now, so you capture those. It's just capturing that information is so key. I can't stress that enough. But anyways, I don't want to ramble on here. I hope that you guys found this helpful today. Again, sort of installing plugins, and I'll sort of feature different plugins that should help with conversion rates that we're actually using, or we know of other investors that are using. I do know other investors are also using Birdseed, as well as Facebook. Facebook's quite a popular one as well. So if you have any questions, feel free to shoot us a message at hello@reiconversion.com, especially in regards to setting this up for those of you that are already using REI conversion websites. I will try to do more of these sort of plugin highlights of other plugins that you can integrate with your WordPress website. We just love WordPress. And if you are looking to scale, grow your operations, make sure you stay tuned to some of the plugins that we're going to be talking about on this podcast, allowing you to utilize these digital tools to help you track and make better decisions and whatnot. So, hey, thanks again for listening to this episode of the REI Conversion Podcast. If you enjoyed it, please leave us a rating or review either on a Facebook page, which is REI Conversion, or leave us an iTunes review and rating. It would mean the world to us. Again, I say this quite often. I don't really get to hear enough feedback from you, but I do see our numbers are climbing on the listenings and the downloads of our podcast. So, yeah, for those of you out there who want to help out and sort of appreciate some of this content that we're putting out there, we would greatly appreciate if you took the time to do that. Anyways, thanks very much for watching and listening, and I'll catch you on the next episode. Cheers.